click that arrow and just hit YouTube, right? Cool.
Thank you, and let's play ball! Starting on the mound for the Blackhawks is number 22, Santino Diolis.
Well, we're just behind Bethel Park High School, their baseball field behind the football, lacrosse, soccer field. In one of the first games of the season for either of these teams, it's the Canon McMillan Big Macs taking on the Bethel Park Blackhawks. These two teams with no records yet. This is also a non-section game, so very early in the season as well. If you're out here, you can tell 40 degrees at first pitch. Not including wind chill either. The wind's about like 7-8 miles per hour. Blowing from right to left on the field. First pitch is outside for a ball to Cam Russell. Center fielder batting leadoff. Left-handed hitter in there. Swing and a miss. Counts even. 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the first inning. This game just getting underway. Santino Diolis on the mound for Bethel Park. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a foul back to the screen. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cam Russell, outfielder and pitcher. He's a senior, listed at 5'8", 170 pounds. Batting from the left-handed batter's box. Diolis throwing from the wind. And the 1-2. Swing and a line drive into left field. Dusted off the left side of the infield before getting into left. That's going to be a base hit. And Cam Russell fights off a 2-strike pitch and serves a single into left field to get aboard to lead off this ball game. Now right-handed hitter stands in for Canon Mac. Alex Schenk, infielder, junior, listed at 5'9", standing in. Diolis on the mound. He comes set. Cam Russell leads off first base. Big kick and pitch and a bunt is missed. That's a strike. Counts 0-1. It looked like the umpire called it high initially, but got the appeal from the field umpire, and indeed it was a strike. Count is 0-1. Windy day here with snowflakes kind of falling. It's definitely chilly. Pick off attempt to first base, and back safely is Cam Russell, who's aboard at first base after singling to left field in the first at-bat of the ballgame. Diolis comes set at the belt. 1-strike pitch, bunt shown and pulled back, but the umpire calls it a strike in the zone, around the top of the zone. And the count's quickly 0 balls and 2 strikes. Infield backs up a bit with 2 strikes, because of course if you bunt it foul with 2 strikes, it's an automatic out. Russell off first base. About a 10-foot lead over there, and the 0-2 is a breaking ball. Called a strike over the lower outside corner. First strikeout for Diolis in this game, and that is out number 1. Now the number 3 hitter, Ben Peterson, coming in for the Canon McMillan Big Macs. Batting from the right side. Cam Russell started this inning off. His top of the first inning, he hit a single. Schenk just struck out, and now here is Peterson. And the was stepped off the mound. So throw over. He'll step back on. No score. Top of the first inning. This game just getting underway. Diolis comes set, big kick and pitch. Breaking ball over the outside edge for a strike. Ben Peterson listed as a catcher and an outfielder on this team. He's a junior and listed at 6 foot, 163 pounds. Imposing figure in the middle of this Canon McMillan order. Runner goes, and the pitch is off the glove of the catcher for Bethel Park. Russell was stealing second on that pitch, so we'll get in easily with the stolen bases. That ball got past the catcher of Bethel Park, Ethan Stanhoff. So Cam Russell, who singled, steals second base. He's in scoring position, and the umpire called that pitch a ball on Ben Peterson. So 1 ball, no strike, runner in scoring position. 1 out in this top of the first inning, no score. Now time called by the catcher of Bethel Park, Ethan Stanhoff. He's going to go talk to Santino Diolis. So from what I can see, these two teams haven't played yet. They certainly haven't played in section. These are those early games on the schedule to kind of warm you up. Some teams go and do little spring training trips. Heard some schools go down to Florida, North Carolina, all the warmer states. Again, it's 40 degrees, not including wind chill at first pitch here in Bethel Park, PA. Conversation over. 1 ball, no strike pitch coming to Peterson. In the box for Cannon Mack, Diolis' delivery. That one, a strike over the outside edge, counts 1 ball and 1 strike. So Bethel Park's got a nice little campus around here. They've got the baseball field down in this valley, and then just above the hill behind us is their football, lacrosse, soccer field, their multi-purpose turf field. 1-1 pitch is tap foul, counts 1 and 2. But all kinds of sports facilities here. They got their football field, like I said, their soccer, lacrosse field up top. They got a softball field up the hill next to the school, and then this baseball field down here in the valley. Breaking ball, fouled off. Standoff couldn't squeeze it behind the plate, so no strikeout there. Count is still 1 ball and 2 strikes. Ben Peterson, the number 3 hitter in the order for Cannon Mack. Cam Russell in scoring position at second base. He singled and later stole second base. For this middle of the order, there's 1 out. Top of the first, no score. Russell about an 8-foot lead off the second base bag. And Peterson fouls that pitch off, so he stays in the plate appearance. Counts 1 ball and 2 strikes on the middle of the order hitter for Cannon Mack. The 6-foot junior in the right-handed batter's box. Facing Santino Diolis of Bethel Park, the right-handed hitter. Wind blowing well toward home plate. Not going to be too many long balls today anticipated with the way the wind's blowing in this one. Breaking ball right over the knees of Peterson, and he's down on strikes. Second consecutive strikeout for Santino Diolis. Second looking strikeout as well, and with 2 outs. Here comes Cannon Mack's cleanup hitter. He's got a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. It's Colin Yeager. Swing and a miss. High fastball from Diolis. That's strike 1. Yeager listed multiple positions, can play the outfield, third base, and first base. He's a 6'1" junior on this Canon McMillan team. Here comes the 0-1. Cam Russell leading off second. Breaking ball skied into the air. Shallow left field, and underneath it to make the catch is the Bethel Park left fielder, Michael Bruckner, and that will end the top of the first inning. So a bit of a lengthy first inning. But Cannon Mack, no runs on no hits. Excuse me, no runs on a hit and 1 runner left on base after 1/2 inning. Cannon Mack 0, Bethel Park coming to bat. You're watching Blackhawk TV on YouTube.
Number 8, Ryan Tierney.
All right, you're watching Blackhawk TV on YouTube. This is Bethel Park High School baseball. It's the bottom of the first inning. Ryan Tierney coming in for Bethel Park. Canon did not score on the top of the first inning. There's no score in this bottom of the first. Now here's Bethel Park center fielder who takes low and outside for a ball. Counts 1-0. That is called a strike over the knees. Counts even at 1-1. So Ryan Tierney playing center field in this game. He's a 6-foot senior on this Bethel Park team. Comes the 1-1 pitch. Too low, counts 2 balls and 1 strike. Tierney now ahead. Tyson Mead pitching for Canon Mac. He's a 5'8" junior, standing at 140 pounds and 5'8". Sun peeking out over the clouds here, and whenever it comes out, I'm sure everybody's happy. It gets a little bit warmer. That wind chill today, though, is going to affect this game as well, as that pitch misses outside, counts 3-1. The wind's kind of coming toward home plate, so will prevent the balls from carrying very far in this game. And the temperature around 40 degrees. Here's the 3-1. Tierney takes high at the top of the zone. Called a strike. Count run full, now 3 balls and 2 strikes on Bethel Park center fielder. Mead with nobody on base, still electing to throw from the stretch. He's going to get his sign and come set at the belt. Swinging a pop-up on the right side, shallow right field, and second baseman trips over the lip on the right field grass, and that one's going to fall. Tough play there, especially with this wind. It's not a routine play at all in this game. That'd be a tough error. The wind is blowing the ball from the outfield back into the infield. That was Alex Shank attempting to make a play on that. I'll give him a single. An unofficial single. But that's what we'll call it here. So Tierney on first base. He leads off with a single. Both teams' leadoff hitters have gotten on base. Slide step pitch, breaking ball outside. It's called a ball. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. Ryan Petrus standing in now, shortstop for Bethel Park. Batting from the right side. Here's Mead's pitch that's on the ground to the left side and past a diving shortstop into left field for a base hit. So Petrus aboard. Back-to-back singles for Bethel Park. Gets a runner in scoring position. And now the meat of the order coming up for Bethel Park. Michael Bruckner, left fielder, standing in now. And now timeout called. Ben Peterson, the catcher, going to go out and talk to Mead, the pitcher for Canon Mac. Canon Mac did not score in the top of the first inning, so there's no score on this bottom of the first inning. Bethel Park got both of its leadoff hitters aboard. So now the sun's starting to peek out to the pleasure of many here at the ballpark. Whenever the sun comes out, you really feel the warmth. Tierney off second base. Ryan Petrus on first. Mead comes set at the belt. And here's the first pitch to Bruckner. It's just a bit outside for a ball. Bruckner looks like he prepared for the cold. You can see a little hood kind of popping out there from the back, covering up the top part of the 20 on his jersey, staying warm. Though must have some type of sweatshirt under there, and you can't blame him on a day like today. 1-0 pitch coming. Like an off-speed pitch, called a strike over the inside edge. Count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. Bruckner is a 6'3" sophomore. And again, starting this game in left field. May take a little while to get his sign from Peterson, but eventually does come set at the belt. And the 1-1 coming. Tierney with a running lead off second base as that ball is fouled back. And now Mead ahead in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Michael Bruckner. Tierney leads off second. Petrus off first base. Both leadoff hitters getting aboard for Bethel Park to start this bottom of the first inning. And look towards second on that pivot move, but back safely without a throw is Tierney at second base. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mead comes set. And the pitch just a bit outside on Bruckner. Tough take, but a good one overall. Count 2 balls, 2 strikes now on Bruckner. It's among the early games for both of these teams in the season. And this is a non-section game. 2-2. Off-speed pitch, just a bit low. Bruckner counted. Pulled out the ball, 2 strikes. Tierney about 9 feet off second base. 3-2 pitch is too far in the dirt. That's ball 4. And this is the situation you live for as a cleanup hitter with nobody out and the bases loaded. Noah Lejeune, the third baseman and the cleanup hitter in this order, will step to the plate. It's no score in this game so far. Bottom of the first inning. Bethel Park hosting this one. Canon didn't score on the top of the first, but Bethel Park with an excellent opportunity in this bottom of the first inning to get at least a run on the board. Off-speed pitch missed outside. Count is 1 ball and no strikes. My name is Nicholas Callis, by the way, bringing you this game on Blackhawk TV. You got Ryder on camera and John doing directing in this game. A couple students at Bethel Park High School in the media programs. Ground ball to the second baseman, and Shank throws to first and gets the out. That was Michael Bruckner leaping over the second base bag to avoid the ball hitting him. Ryan Tierney comes in to score from third. Petrus moves from second to third, and Michael Bruckner goes from first to second. Noah Lejeune out on the second baseman's put out, but a run comes in to score. A run batted in for him, and still prime position for Bethel Park to score. They're up 1-0 with their number 5 hitter coming to the plate now, and catcher Ethan Stanhope. Meade comes set in the pitch. Outside, count is 1 ball and no strikes. The wind died down a bit since the sun has kind of peeked out from the clouds. This half inning started off when a pop-up to second base got carried by the wind, and Shank at second base couldn't make the play. That's how Tierney got on to lead off. That off-speed pitch is swung out and missed. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. And just a simple play like that is something that Bethel Park capitalized on, and they've manufactured a run here in the spot in the first inning. They're up 1-0 with still 2 in scoring position. Outside. Both pitchers throwing with some consistent velocity. As well, a couple slingers on the mound. This is Meade for Canon Mac. He comes set at the belt. And the pitch. Breaking ball, swung on and missed. Meade's thrown in some off-speed pitches as well. Looked like he has a changeup and a hook of a curveball as well, along with that lively fastball. Now the corner infielders are moving even with the bases, actually in front of their respective bases. Off-speed pitch line into left field, but that's well foul, about 20 feet from the left field line down in that corner. So Stanhope remains alive. Again, the corner infielders are actually all infielders right now playing in along the edge of the infield grass. They are not willing to give up this run. They look like they're going to protect that run any way they can. And the pitch just a bit outside. Count run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Bethel Park's catcher Ethan Stanhope with a golden opportunity for Bethel Park to score again. They're up 1-0 in this bottom of the first inning over Canon Mac. Full count pitch coming. It went behind him, and the umpire calls it a hit by pitch. Either way, it would have been ball 4. Would have missed the zone. Second walk of this half inning for Meade on the mound for Canon Mac, and the bases loaded for the second time this half inning. Now right fielder Ryan Walsh will come in, and as he steps into the box, Bethel Park going to have a courtesy runner come into the game for Ethan Stanhope. Courtesy runners can be implemented for catchers and pitchers in the WPIAL rules. And that courtesy runner is Hoffbauer for Bethel Park. Now here's Walsh, bases loaded, 1 out. 1-0 score in the bottom of the first inning, and that pitch is well outside. Counts 1 ball and no strikes. Meade struggling a bit. Definitely throwing strikes, has a couple walks. give up a couple hits in this game. The only run batted in so far was by Noah Lejeune, who rounded out to second base, but a run came in with the bases loaded. Shank at second elected to get the out at first base on the force. So Bethel Park still in position to score here. That one outside, count 2-0, and nowhere to put Ryan Walsh, who's at the plate. Two balls, no strikes. Ryan Walsh at the plate. Tyson Mead pitching for Canon. And the 2-0 pitch is swung on, hit in the air, and foul behind the plate. 5 feet from the Canon school bus back here. Walsh is down. No balls, 2 strikes. Or excuse me, it's 2 balls, 1 strike. I had it backwards. 2 balls, 1 strike on Walsh. That one right down the middle. That evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Sun now glistening over the Bethel Park High School baseball field. Corner infielders playing in. The middle infielders at double play depth. Here's the 2-2. Line drive over the head. It actually tipped off the glove of the shortstop for Canon. 1-run scores. Relay coming in from the shortstop. The Peterson tag is not applied because he couldn't scoop the ball up on that relay. 2-run score on Ryan Walsh's single. He advances to second on the throw. And on the play, Ryan Petrus scores from third base. Michael Bruckner also scores on the play. Stanhoff, or his courtesy runner, is now at third. Ryan Walsh at second, and now a mound visit. That makes the score 3-0. So once again, Petrus scores, Bruckner scores. Stanhoff's courtesy runner now at third base. Let me get his name for you. That is Aaron Hoffbauer, the courtesy runner now at third base. 2 runners still in scoring position with just 1 out in the inning. Bethel Park up 3-0 against Canon. And it's still the bottom of the first inning. Tyson Mead with 2 walks and 3 hits given up so far in this half inning. It was a valiant effort out there by Canon shortstop. That was Sam Meredith, who jumped and the ball tipped off the top of his glove. And just it didn't have enough momentum to get to the outfielders in time, and Bethel Park was able to score 2 on that play. And now here's Dylan Paul, first baseman for Bethel Park, and he takes an off-speed pitch for a strike. Counts 0-1. Canon trails by 3 in this bottom of the first inning, and Bethel Park with only 1 out. As Paul swings and misses, he's quickly in the hole. No balls and 2 strikes. All 3 runs given up so far by Mead are earned to him. Now the clouds come back into play, and the wind picks up a bit with that. 0-2 pitch. Just a bit outside. Well placed 0-2 pitch, but ball did not bite. Count as 1 ball, 2 strikes now. You're watching Blackhawk TV on YouTube, covering Bethel Park Blackhawks baseball on a Wednesday afternoon, a chilly March afternoon. So Mead steps off, Paul steps out, then steps back in. Now Mead set at the belt. Here's the 0-2. A well-placed breaking ball, but that one just a bit inside. And I correct myself, that was a 1-2 pitch that missed, so now counts even 2 balls and 2 strikes. Snowflakes floating out here in Bethel Park at this baseball game. Got a little March frost. It hopefully goes away. Major League Baseball opening day is next week. Hopefully in Pittsburgh it'll warm up by the Pirates home opener, which is going to be April 5th through the 7th against the Baltimore Orioles. Line drive into right field. That is going to be fair. Just to the left, about 10 feet away from that right field line. Paul with a hard turn around first. He slipped on his way to second, trying to turn around. He slides awkwardly into second and is tagged out by the shortstop of Canon. Sam Meredith tagged him out there. So a mistake there by Paul, but he does get credited with 2 runs batted in. Runner from third scored. It was Stanhoff's courtesy runner, and then Ryan Walsh scored from second on that play. So Paul credited with an RBI single, and then he's thrown out on a 9-4 to 6 putout. Don't really see those in baseball too often, as that pitch missed low for a ball. This is the 8th batter of the inning to bat for Bethel Park, and it's their pitcher, Santino Diolis, who now has a large lead going into his second inning of work coming up next inning. They do choose to send him out there. That pitch missed. 5 runs in for Bethel Park, bottom of the first inning. It's 5-0 Bethel Park over Canon Mac. Pardon me, that was Aaron Hoffbauer who scored from third. That's the courtesy runner for Stanhoff. That ended up scoring as that pitch is fouled off by Diolis. Want to give credit to the courtesy runners as well. In these games, the pitchers and the catchers can be given designated runners whenever they reach base, because, you know, catching takes a lot of work, as does pitching. A lot of effort exerted by both those positions. That pitch called a strike. Now 2 strikes on Diolis. 5-0 Bethel Park, bottom of the first inning of 7 regulation innings in WPIAL baseball. And the pitch. Kind of chased that one. Got just a little bit of the bat on the ball, so Diolis fouls that one off. He stays alive in this plate appearance. Still 2 strikes on him. Bottom of the first inning. Cloud once again covers the field, and again, just little snowflakes falling ever so lightly on this March afternoon. Swinging a ground ball towards shortstop, played there by Aaron Anthony, throws it to first base. Out is Diolis, and that'll end the first inning. 8 batters come to the plate for Bethel Park. 5 of them score. And at the end of 1 full inning of play, it's Bethel Park 5, Canon McMillan 0. You're watching Bethel Park High School Baseball on Blackhawk TV. Watching Bethel Park High School baseball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. Bethel Park Public Access has been getting its cable channel reworked. There was an update to some software that needed to be done to bring you cable on there again. So next week we're hoping to bring games back to cable TV for you. But right now, we'll just call this an internet exclusive on Blackhawk TV YouTube. Teddy Burke to lead off for Canon Mac. They're down 5-0. Bethel Park scored 5 runs in the bottom of the first inning to get a lead. Now it's the top of the second of 7 regulation innings. My name is Nicholas Callis. It's nice to be with you. I'd also like to give credit standing out here in the cold. We got Ryder on camera and John directing, both Bethel Park High School students. Putting in work today to bring you coverage of this baseball game, as that one's fouled off. And strike 1. So this field is great too for spectators. It's in a valley, so you kind of see like a swooping line where this valley is, and the players kind of walk down, and this leaves room for fans to sit in what feels like a stadium atmosphere almost, as that pitch misses, counts 1-1. But yeah, I mean, there's no fences blocking anything. All of the spectators are above the field. Even our cameras are able to catch a lot of the action because we have the height up here. It's a great place for spectators. That pitch misses outside, counts 2 balls and a strike. And it's right behind the high school, right behind the turf field for football, lacrosse, and soccer. And yeah, right behind the school building back there. 2 balls, 1 strike pitch. Swing and a tapper off the plate and went over the backstop. Count is still on 2 strikes on Burke. Santino Diola still on the mound, throwing for the windup for Bethel Park. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called over the lower outside corner. Down goes Teddy Burke to begin this 2nd inning. 3rd strikeout, all strikeouts looking so far, run by Santino Diola. 1 out, top of the 2nd inning. 5-0 Bethel Park leads Canon Mac. And now here comes Nico Petragas at the plate. 5-foot sophomore. And he swings and lines that one into right center field toward the wall. That is going to be over the wall and gone. Nico Petragas on 1 pitch goes deep against Santino Diola, and Cannon McMillan is on the board, responding to the 5-run bottom of the 1st by Bethel Park. They get a run on the board now. It's 5-1. Tell you what, for high schoolers as well, this field is not shallow. It's 320 to right, 320 to left, about 400-ish to center. That ball in right about 380 feet away. And on a cold day like this, to hit the ball the opposite way over the fence, man, I mean, that's quite impressive. So 1 out. And now a no hitter into the box for Canon Mac. Strike 1 called on him. Diola, 1 earned run given up now. 2 hits on the day. He's given up. Check swing, and the home plate umpire deems it a strike. So now it is quickly no balls and 2 strikes. Diola right back to work for Bethel Park. And he's facing Colton Smittle, 5'9" junior, batting from the right side of the box. 3 pitches, 3 strikes. That's out number 2. First swinging strikeout for Diola in this game. And now with 2 outs, this left-handed hitter stands in to face Diola. That is Lil Tazak. Takes ball 1. 5'10" senior, and he's pretty versatile on this team. It's listed as an infielder, an outfielder, and a pitcher. The only thing he's missing is catcher on his resume. That pitch outside. Home run hit in this inning by Nico Petragas. It's now 5-1. Canon Mac trails Bethel Park in this top of the 2nd inning. Swinging a line drive out toward left field. Bruckner going back on it, and he has a beat on it. He'll make the catch out in left field, and that'll end this 2nd inning. So for Canon Mac, 1 run scored on the home run by Petragas. And going into the bottom of the 2nd, it's 5-1. Bethel Park leads Canon Mac. You're watching Bethel Park High School Baseball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. Bethel Park High School baseball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. My name is Nicholas Callis.
Number 2,
It's 5-1. Bethel Park leads Canon Mac. Canon Mac got a run in that top of the second inning. Nico Petragas solo home run got them moved from shutout status, but Bethel Park still up by 4 as that first pitch is called a strike on Caden Flambert. Or Flambard, excuse me, I'll say it like that. That one, a check swing. The appeal down to first base says no swing. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bethel Park scored 5 runs in the first inning. Got RBIs from Noah Lejeune and Dylan Paul. That one's a strike. And now Flambard down to the count. Yeah. From those runs batted in, Bethel Park, they scored 5 runs now, and they're up 5-1 in this bottom of the second inning of 7 regulation innings, and now the pitcher steps off. Tyson Mead on the mound for Canon Mac gave up those 5 runs back in inning number 1. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball outside. Mead's had a healthy mix of pitches in this game. He's got a breaking ball that's worked for the most part. His fastball is still live, still has some energy when he's throwing it here from what it looks like in the second, because that one's fouled off. It's tough to pitch in these conditions, though, with such a high wind chill and cold temperatures, because your muscles tighten up more in this atmosphere. You know, usually baseball played in warmer conditions, but spring sports start in March. Some of them, most of them are outside. You got to make do. Grounded to short. Meredith off of his glove. Took a bad hop on him and he couldn't scoop it up, so Sam Meredith, as shortstop, going to be hit with an error on that play, allowing Flambard to reach to start this bottom of the second inning. Yeah, it definitely took a tough hop, but that was a play that was right in front of him, so error to start this bottom of the second inning, and now back to the top of the order. 8 batters batted for Bethel Park in that bottom of the first inning. And now a bunch shown and pulled back by Ryan Tierney. That's ball 1. But 8 came to the plate, so with Flambard getting on, the top of the order already back up for Bethel Park in this bottom of the second inning. They're up 5-1. Mead comes set at the belt. Bunt shown again, and it's bunted right back to Mead on the mound. He's going to elect to throw to first base. Tierney gets tagged on the way. It looked like the first baseman got pulled off the bag. Well alert, though, for him to make the tag in a bit of an obstacle play. So Ryan Tierney is out. At the very least, he gets a sac bunt on that play, which moved Caden Flambard to second base. So Flambard in scoring position now for this middle of the order coming up now. It's going to be Ryan Petrus. Petrus singled and scored in the bottom of the first inning. And now it looks like one of the coaches for Bethel Park down on that third base line is going to ask for an appeal, and it is confirmed. The home plate umpire confirms tag was applied in enough time before Tierney got to first base, so that call will stand. Out recorded, so 1 out. Bottom of the second inning, Bethel Park up 5-1. And Caden Flambard in scoring position at second base. And now here's the number 2 hitter, Ryan Petrus. Again, he singled and scored back in that 5-run first inning. Breaking ball over the lower outside corner of the plate. Count is no balls and 1 strike. Petrus playing shortstop in this game for Bethel Park. Tyson Mead still on the mound for Canon Mac. He comes set at the belt. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a line drive out toward right center field. That ball is going to split the gap just out of the reach of Schenk at second base. Caden Flambard got a delayed start at second. He didn't know if that ball was going to be fielded, so not able to score as Flambard, but he recovers well enough to reach third base, advance 1 base on that play. Petrus 2 for 2 in this game and 2 at-bats in consecutive innings. And now with runners at the corners, it's going to be Michael Bruckner coming to the plate. Bruckner, no official at-bats in this game. With 1 plate appearance, he walked and scored, and of course that was back in the first inning. And now time called. Peterson, the catcher, going to go out and give some signs. I don't believe in the WPIAL they rolled out the third to first move for right-handed pitchers. But catchers also like to give signs just in case that runner decides to go. Sometimes they fake it, sometimes they let the throw go to second, pick off attempt to first. And back safely is Petrus. The catcher will put on a play and they try to fake out that runner at third base by doing some fake throws or having a fielder cut off the ball to try to get that runner at third baited, and they'll throw the ball directly to second. As a matter of fact, that's one of those trick plays. The second baseman, Shank, cut that ball off from going directly to second base. They tried to bait Caden Flambard, the runner at third. Flambard didn't bite, and into second easily is Petrus, so we'll give him a stolen base there. So now 2 runners in scoring position with 1 out for the meat of this Bethel Park order. They're up 5-1 in this bottom of the second inning. That pitch missed. We're up 5-1. This is inning number 2 of 7 regulation innings. That pitch missed outside. Bruckner 6'3" in the box. In this game, he's playing left field. Again, just a sophomore. And 6'3" in the box. Tall outfielder for this Bethel Park team. That ball missed below the knees for ball 4. Michael Bruckner with no official at bats in this game. He's got 2 plate appearances, which both ended in a base on balls. And for the second time in this game, in 2 consecutive innings here, no cleanup hitter is going to bat with the bases loaded. Lejeune grounded out to second base back in that first inning, but the runner from third, Tierney, came around to score, so Lejeune got the first run batted into the game for either team, and a breaking ball swung out and missed for a strike. Dyson Mead with a good pitch there to go with a breaking ball after your cleanup hitter is probably antsy to drive in some more runs. I threw him off there a little bit. 0-1 pitch. Hit the dirt, count even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Tyson Mead taxed through these first couple innings, 5 earned runs, all scored in the first inning, and he's in jeopardy of giving up more with just 1 out and the bases loaded in this bottom of the second inning. At the time called, the hitter called time, so no pitch there. Count remains 1-1. One pitch, here it comes. Another off-speed pitch. That one just tapped foul by Noah Lejeune. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, this is a non-section game for either of these teams. It's one of the first that they're playing in this regular season. On a cold March day, the sun was out for a little bit. Now it's back behind an overcast sky. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball hit. Noah Lejeune. And Lejeune gets an RBI the painful way. 2 total for him in the game. And with that, that's Flambard will come around to score from third base on that hit by pitch. Petrus will go from second to third. Bruckner from first to second. Lejeune now on first, and the base is still loaded for Ethan Stanhoff. Stanhoff walked in his first plate appearance. That was just last inning. 5 batters have already come to the plate for Bethel Park in this bottom of the second as that one's fouled off. So that makes the score now 6-1. Bethel Park leads in the bottom of the second inning of 7 regulation innings in WPIAL boys baseball. Here's the 0-1. And that breaking ball right over the plate. Stanhoff seemed to think about swinging at that one, but let it go. Couldn't get a good swing off, but he's down to the count now. No balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, bottom of the second inning. 6-1 Bethel Park leads Canon Mac. And the pitch. Breaking ball lined into left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. 1 run scores. Second runner being held at third base, and Bethel Park plays station to station there. Bases remain loaded, but Ryan Petrus comes around to score from third base. Michael Bruckner goes from second to third. Noah Lejeune from first to second, and aboard with an RBI single in his first run batted into the game is Ethan Stanhoff. And it's now 7-1 Bethel Park leads. 7 runs pushed across, 2 in this inning, 5 in the first inning. And a courtesy runner now coming in for Bethel Park at first base. It's going to be Aaron Hoffbauer running for the catcher, Stanhoff. And now Ryan Walsh at the plate for Bethel Park. Up and in for ball 1. Ryan Walsh singled and he scored back in the first inning. Looks like he picked up a run as well on his single. And now bullpen action coming in for Canon Mac. We'll see who goes on the mound in the bullpen here in just a moment. As that pitch missed to Ryan Walsh. Dylan Paul on deck for Bethel Park. Tyson Meade still pitching for Canon Mac, all 7 of his runs. Of the 7 runs, he's given up 6 of them earned. Swinging a foul tip into the mitt of Peterson. And Walsh down in the count. Now throwing for Canon Mac, that's Sebastian Scholsky. Right-handed pitcher. That pitch just a bit high on Ryan Walsh. Still 2 strikes on him. Corner infielders playing even with their bases. The middle infielders playing at standard depth. Bases loaded, 1 out. Bethel Park up 7-1. Off-speed pitch too low, and that's ball 4. Ryan Walsh takes a base on balls. That is the 3rd free pass given up by Tyson Meade in this inning, and now a mound visit coming. Coach calls time. On that play, Michael Bruckner scored from 3rd. Noah Lejeune goes from 2nd to 3rd. Ethan Stanhoff's courtesy runner goes from 1st to 2nd. Again, I'll get this name right eventually. Aaron Hoffbauer, the courtesy runner for Ethan Stanhoff, going from 1st to 2nd. So the bases remain loaded. 2 walks, 1 hit batter, accumulating the 3 free passes, along with 2 hits given up in this inning by Tyson Meade, and it is 8-1 Bethel Park leads. The umpire walking out to break up the conference as the sun starts to shine again among the little trickling of snowflakes on this 40-degree March day in Bethel Park. Sebastian Scholsky still warming up. That mound visit likely to give him some time to finish his warm-ups in the bullpen as well. So now here comes Dylan Paul to the plate. He drove in a couple back in that first inning. He credited with a single. On his hard turn from first base, he tripped and fell and then got thrown out trying to get into second in a desperation effort. He's up now with the bases loaded. There's 1 out. That pitch called a strike. Tyson Meade still pitching. 7 of his 8 runs given up are earned to this point. 8-1, Bethel Park leads Canon Mac in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Outside, gets past Peterson, runner trying to score. The relay is thrown away. So advancing from 3rd to home, that's Noah Lejeune on a wild pitch. Hoffbauer, the courtesy runner, advances from 2nd to 3rd. And on the play, Ryan Walsh goes from 1st to 2nd. That makes it 9-1 now. Bethel Park leads. That pitch too low. So now this takes us into mercy rule territory. I believe it's 10 runs after 4.5 or 5. But in Bethel Park's case, since they're hosting, they would have the 4.5. As long as they retired all the batters in the top of the 5th inning, if they can get up above 10 runs. Swinging a foul tip into the mitt of Peterson, the catcher. Dylan Paul still hitting a run. Came in during this plate appearance on a wild pitch. Bethel Park with a commanding lead now. Only 1 run scored by Canon Mac. It was a Nico Petragas solo home run in the top of the 2nd inning that made it 5-1 at the time. Bethel Park has answered with 4 runs in this half inning, and paired with their 5 runs in the first inning, they're up 9. There's the pitch, Dylan Paul. 2 strikes on that one. Too low and outside. Shulsky's still warming up. Was throwing from the stretch before. Now he's getting some wind-up pitches in. Looks like he's going to warm up a curveball as well down there in the bullpen. Indicating that he will be the next pitcher up for Canon Mac. Swing and a miss, Dylan Paul. Down on strikes. That's the first strikeout for Tyson Mead in this game through the inning and 2/3 now that he's pitched. And Santino Diolis will come to the plate as the 9th hitter of this half inning for Bethel Park. And he made the last out of the first inning, so yeah, they've had all 9 hitters come to the plate in their lineup in this bottom of the second. Diolis takes down low. So he'll go back out to the mound with an 8-run lead at least, unless he can pull out his own effort and get a knock to drive in at least 1 or 2 more runs that are out there now in scoring position. More likely to score from second here with 2 outs as that pitch misses low. 2 ball, no strike count. Tyson Mead looking more fatigued with the pitch, with each pitch. He's just struggled in this start, located pretty well, and aside from a few walks and a hit batter, he's put the ball in the strike zone. That one fouled away. But a fan caught the ball in the air and just throws it right back casually. That's what that little reaction was from some of the players in the dugouts. Tyson Mead to Santino Diolis. Mound opponents facing each other here. And the pitch is a breaking ball hit in the air and fouled just beyond the backstop, out of play. And now 2 strikes on Diolis. You're watching Bethel Park High School baseball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. Cable TV games of these baseball games and other spring sports coming soon to Bethel Park Public Access Television in partnership with the Hawk TV program. So look forward to that as that one misses inside. That's the second hit batter of the inning, thrown by Tyson Mead, and coach now calls time again. Looks like they're going to make some substitutions here, and a courtesy runner coming in now for Bethel Park. Coach going to go out and take out Sebastian Shulsky coming in, and looks like he's next. He was the one going up, and yes indeed, number 7 going out there now, and he's going to take over in relief of Tyson Mead, who can't finish the second inning. He pitched an inning in 2/3. All runners on base are his responsibility. One of them going to be earned based on how earned run calculations go from this point forward after he got that second out of the inning. So I'll take a quick break while he warms up. You're watching Bethel Park High School baseball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. How about now? Check, check. You got me? Can you hear me? Yep. All right, we're back here with audio now. A couple visuals there, but Bethel Park up 9-1. And strike 3 called, so that was quick. Flambar down on strikes. He reached on an error to start this inning. He was the 10th batter to hit in this inning, but he goes down and the inning comes to an end. So for Bethel Park, 10 batters come to the plate, 4 end up scoring in that bottom of the second inning. And after 2 full innings of play, it's 9-1. Bethel Park leads Canon McMillan. You're watching Bethel Park High School Baseball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. You're watching Bethel Park High School Baseball on Blackhawk TV on YouTube. My name is Nicholas Callis, Ryder on camera, and John directing this production for you, bringing you baseball from Bethel Park High School. That first pitch outside to Sam Meredith, the shortstop of Canon Mac, and on the second pitch of his plate appearance, he fouls that one off. Santino Diola is still on the mound for Bethel Park. Bethel Park's been through the order 2 times through 2 innings. Canon Mac will get its top of the order back up for the first time all game in this 3rd inning. They've got 2 base runners in this game. They had Cam Russell single in the 1st inning. He also got a stolen base but was left in scoring position. And then Nico Petragus, he homered in the 2nd inning for Canon Mac's lone run to this point. That one over the outside edge to Sam Meredith. Now the sun's out with some snow falling among the overcast skies, drifting to the left. The sun continues to set over right field. That one too far outside. So Sam Meredith up now, then we'll go back to the top of the order. Cam Russell and Alex Schenk, the next 2 scheduled to hit in this bottom or top of the 3rd inning. Excuse me, that one over the head of Ryan Petrus, the shortstop of Bethel Park, into left center field. And Sam Meredith reaches base for Canon Mac's 3rd hit of the game as a team. They're averaging 1 hit an inning now, but they still trail by 8 runs. A little over a third of the way through this game. 7-inning regulation. Heads up. All right, let's just do a quick test. Can you hear me? Okay. All right.